What a fight we expect this to be. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, it's going to be an amazing night. As per usual, everybody's going to benefit.
Time for our tale of the tape. It's Lyndon King Arthur, who stands 188 centimeters tall with a 189 centimeter reach. And his opponent here? None other than Oleksandr Usyk. He's 6'3" with a 78-inch reach.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
And here comes Lyndon King Arthur. Over half of his wins have come by way of knockout. This power-punching light heavyweight fights out of Manchester, United Kingdom. Oleksandr Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine.
The height, how is that going to... He's going to need a step ladder to hit this fighter.
And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Manchester, England, here is an Intercontinental Light Heavyweight Champion, Lyndon King Arthur. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins. Now, let's get the answers.
You must obey. Good luck.
These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Punch, counter punch. You don't want to trade shots. There's a counter shot. Might want to back out of the pocket here. Look how slow these punches are. These two fighters are made for one another. So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
We have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this will be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter punch. That punch landed. Usyk might go down here. What an upset. Seems like he's beginning to recover a little bit. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged. Good left counter that lands. He threw the hook, didn't land. This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance without a doubt.
And there's the bell to start round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. A perfect counter lands. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart.
Good counterpunching for both these athletes. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. And there's an uppercut, a big uppercut, and his knees buckled that time.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. There's a scoring blow. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Nice counter. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Mate, he's gone. I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump up.
And there's the bell for round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
That one will count. You don't want to trade shots. They exchange punches. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice counter shot with the right hand. That counter shot lands. Which fighter will say no mas? What a world championship fight we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Yes, I like that round. Does that feel good?
On to the fourth we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Good counter punching from both these fighters. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Good punch. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Good counter punch. Oh, that punch. Left punch. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. Missed him with that uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage. Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Nice counter shot. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Perfect counter shot. We wanted action, and they are delivering. This fight has a real good flow to it. Counter punching. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you start thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake. And he fails to score with that left hook. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. And he missed. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. We've never seen Oleksandr Usyk hurt like this before.
Oh, I heard that, never by saw it.
That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. On to the 6th round. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Nice counter shot. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Why aren't they defending? So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Why aren't they keeping their gloves up? That left counter punch will score. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And a counter left. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out. Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Catch and shoot. They've got the momentum. They've got the... Here we go. It's round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Beautiful counter shot. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Great counter right hand there. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
He gets out of the way of that left hand. He just misses with that big right hand. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Good punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Good counter left hand there. That left counter was perfectly timed. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Don't let that confidence. Cold work, that's it. Breathe, just put your breath back. And every time you see him, take a big deep breath. Bang him down, you can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused, don't let nothing sit.
Time winding down as we get set for another round. Round 8, and we're off again. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Left counter scores. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Big left there, but misses. Counter right. No rest for the weary. Right uppercut can't find a home. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. both want a knockout, you can tell. Timing beats speed, speed beats power. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Don't let him get back into this fight. It's so important now in this first minute. Okay, I'm happy. Like that round. Good work. You're thinking. Think behind your jab and then let your shots go. Don't let him get back into this fight. Look, don't get the jab and don't get carried away. Think back the fence and then what you do.
Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
So that left lands. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Aiming for the chin. He's headhunting right now.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He just misses with that jab. Beautiful counter shot. Hey, those punches add up. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? The winner of this surely will get a... This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Oh, down goes Arthur. Can he get up?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
Same again. Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. You got to pick. Oh, wait, I love that. I love that. That jab slick. And beautiful. That's it. No, just stick a few body shots in there a little bit.
We've made it to round 10. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system to a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Won't score with that right uppercut. Perfect counter shot. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. These punches coming from every angle. score again with the left hand. It's all offense all the time. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.